Research, Science and Technology by honourable members for oral reply. Now invite the Honourable Minister.
Honourable Speaker, thank you.
So, just a minute. Question number 0245 of 2022 by the Honourable Member Fofoni Bondali.
Thank you. Honourable Minister, Honourable Speaker, I have been assigned to go on with questions with your permission. Honourable Bakari Keba, Fofoni Bintang. Thank you.
Member Fofoni Bintang.
Thank you so very much. Honourable Speaker, Foni Bondali constituency is affected by a high number of dropouts, and considering how crucial it is for the young people to access relevant skills, attaining modern education realities, could Honourable Minister for Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology inform this August Assembly if the Ministry have plans to establish a vocational and skill training center in Foni Bondali?
Honourable Speaker, plans are ahead to have at least one TVET center.
Thank you so very much, Honourable Minister. In your plans, do you have any future plan for the constituency of Foni Bondali to have a skill center? Because Bondali is far from Kansala at least.
Honourable Speaker, in the meantime, this is what we have, because we want to go for at least the plan that is each region a TVET center. Once we are able to cover that, if we have resources, we will be able to look at the other areas that might need. But at least Foni now, we are able to have two.
Thank you. So how soon will that start in Foni? Like you clearly mentioned about Kanilai, how soon will that skill center start?
Which one?
Kanilai, as you mentioned.
Yeah, the Kanilai and Demban, now the construction work is finished. We are now working on the equipment. So plans are on the way for classes to start next year, next academic year.
Honourable Member for Foni Kansala.
Yeah, thank you. I've withdrawn. Thanks.
Question number 0246 of 2022, Honourable Member for Combo South.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. As usual, he has assigned me. Thank you. Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister for Higher Education, Science, Research and Technology update this August Assembly on the outcome of the visibility studies conducted for the construction of multi-purpose skill centers in various regions of the country?
Honourable Speaker, needs assessment and skills gap survey was done by National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority, NACA, in 2018-2019. The report of this survey highlighted key skills gaps in each region of the country.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Can the Honourable Minister tell us specifically in various regions, which regions have these multi-skill centers?
Yeah, Honourable Speaker, we have issues in not having skill centers in each of the regions, and that's the reason why government has come up with that pronouncement to ensure that we have regional skill centers. So far, right now, the West Coast with Foni, with the TVET centers that we are building now, and then LRR in Mansa Concord, that one you've seen it recently, is now operational. And then in Basse, in Julagel, we have a TVET center there. we want to upgrade it to another level. And, but the other areas is sort of a desert. And we want to have in all these regions also. You've seen what we've just started now, laying the foundation stone in CRR, in Wasu, and for a multipurpose center, and in Sapo for agribusiness.
Thank you. Is your ministry thinking of having another multi-skill center in CRR, looking at the wide area of CRR?
Honourable Speaker, like in Fonyi, wherever we are able to do at least two, our strategy is to move to other regions. And then once we are able to cover the entire country, then we look at now where there are some gaps, so that everybody is served. So far, the two centers that we're planning to have now and lay the foundation are going to be centers of excellence to be able to cover CRRs, and they are strategically located. One in CRR North, the other one in CRR South.
Question number 0247 of 2022, Honourable Member for Bundungakunda.
Thank you very much once again, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister for Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology inform this August Assembly if his ministry has plans to build a state-owned university for the Arabic students who complete grade 12 to pursue their career here rather than going abroad? Thank you.
Honourable Speaker, the ministry has no plan to construct an Arabic university anytime soon. This is simply because the University of the Gambia, UTG, has a Department of Islamic Studies that offers programs for Arabic students who want to pursue university education in the Gambia. In addition, there are other universities in the Gambia that offer opportunities for Arabic students to pursue higher education in the Gambia. And these are: 1, International Open University, which offers a range of programs for both Arabic and non-Arabic students in Islamic studies, as well as Arabic languages and even in conventional fields for students from both Arabic and conventional senior secondary schools. 2, Al-Hisham University, which offers only Arabic programs, including Islamic studies, for students graduating from grade 12 in Arabic senior secondary schools. And 3, Al-Hikmah International University, which also offers degree programs in Arabic and Islamic studies for students graduating from Arabic senior secondary schools across the country.
Honourable
Yes.
Member for Joshua.
Now, I still have a question. So does the ministry also have a scholarship package for this set Arabic students, please?
The scholarship is open to anybody who is in tertiary and higher education institutions here in the Gambia. So whether you are from these universities or from UTG, it's all open. Yeah.
Honourable Member for Old Joshua. Joshua, sorry.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, I heard you mention 3 universities in the Gambia. My question is there any monitoring or assessment to see whether these universities have met the requirements to operate as a university?
Honourable Speaker, some of these right now they have NACA, who is in charge of the monitoring and evaluation of these universities. So some of the universities, not currently now, as per the system, no university or tertiary education will operate without getting clearance from NACA. This is the system now as per the law. However, some of the institutions before got clearance from government, in those days prior to NACA's intervention. So now NACA came up now to continue from where they stopped. And this is what we are doing now to monitor the situation.
Honourable Member for Sami.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister has highlighted that these Arab students have so many opportunities. So what I want to ask is, why is it that they always wanted to go outside to do their courses? Do you know any reason of that?
Honourable Speaker, even to UTG, many students, you give them opportunity to go to UTG or go and study outside, they will prefer going outside. I have two examples. A student was given a scholarship even to study, to go to Ghana, and he had the same opportunity also to go to Mauritius. The person wrote to this ministry to turn down the scholarship to go to Ghana, pending now the one for Mauritius. So you could see that even Ghana is seen to be lower than even the other one. It's the mindset.
Honourable Minister, thank you very much.
Honourable Chair.
Honourable members, as we go, please raise your tax. Honourable member for, no, there are people taking on your consequency tax needs. Honourable member for Lower Salum.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The question, supplementary question for member for Joshua, whether these three universities, when the NACA come into force, whether they are requirement of being to establish a university. That's the supplementary question that he has given you.
Are you repeating his supplementary question?
Because it was not clear. Now, I'm asking the Honourable Minister, when NACA come into force, whether these three universities that you have already stated in your answer, did they meet the requirement to establish a university?
Honourable Speaker, what NACA did after doing an assessment was to see how best can regulate the situation. And they were asked to go through a mentorship program and linked to another university that is specialized in that area, and one of them was from Sudan, to really take care of the mentorship for these institutions.
Honourable member for Kansala.
Yeah, thank you very much, Speaker. To the Minister of Higher Education, as per Al-Ishan University last visited, we told that they had issues, former government has accredited them to operate as a university. Along the line, when new dispensation came, they had to turn down and ask for the Sudanese that you are saying. As at now, those students who were accredited and certified former are having problems within working the government. How far are you to reconciliate and make sure changes will occur in that line? Thank you.
All institutions that are recognized, their credentials are, we don't have problems with their credentials. That's one thing. The other thing now, to get a job, is like coming from any other university. You can come from UTG and then you're not getting a job from government or from elsewhere. That's a different ball game. However, right now, none of them are de-recognized. They still get the recognition that they have. The only thing what happened was NACA, after doing an assessment, noticed some gaps. But then the objective is not to punish anybody. It's to carry them along and let them fix some of these issues. One of the strategies was to give them this mentorship, and among other issues that were recommended for them to now address those issues.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister for Higher Education,
Follow-up question.
Research, Science and Technology.
Follow-up question.
For ably answering questions posed by honourable members. We thank you very much with your technical backup. Honourable members, Clerk, can we proceed?
Questions for oral answer. Honourable Minister for Defence.
Thank you very much. Questions for which due notices were given to the Honourable Minister for Defence by honourable members for oral answers. Honourable Minister of Defence, okay. We begin with question number 0221 of 2022, Honourable Member for Tumanna.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister for Defence tell this August Assembly the fate of the whole World War II veterans who have not received any direct compensation or benefit from the British government since the end of World War II? Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, my response to the question asked by the Honourable Member for Tumanna constituency is that benefits. However, my ministry do provide transportation at the request of the veterans when there is need for them to embark on the disbursement and compensation of benefits to veterans. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are you aware of an association called World War II Veterans Family Association, the Gambia? Please.
Yes, I am aware. I received a request of the families wanting to meet me, and I have already granted approval for them to meet me. Thank you.
No further questions.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you. Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister inform us whether he have any plan to link with the ambassador for the Gambia from Britain for the compensation and to know the amount, so that if it is a small amount, we can increase it, because these people deserve better compensation.
Thank you. My office has already reached out to the British Embassy regarding the disbursement of compensation or benefits to World War veterans, but as we are speaking now, we do not receive any updates from the British Embassy.
Question number 02. Honourable Member for Woolly East. Question number 0222 of 2022, Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you so very much. Honourable Speaker, the presence of the Senegalese security forces in Fonyi has been queried by the people of Fonyi because it exposed them to security threats, which was evident during their clash with the rebels. Could the Honourable Minister of Defence tell this August Assembly how the ministry plans to address this issue?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The question raised by Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang Karanai constituency is that the Senegalese troops deployed in Fonyi are part of the economic forces deployed in the area under the mandate of ECOWAS. The deployment is meant to provide security to the people in the general area and not to cause any security threat to the people. The economic forces deployed in the area are also, as we have been informed, embarking on a lot of civil-military cooperation activities in Fonyi, including the support to the Buyam Hospital and healthcare support to the communities in the satellite areas of their deployment, which is intended to restore trust and confidence. My ministry is in touch with the Economic High Command to ensure that the economic forces deployed in the general area provide security to the people and also to ensure security is maintained in the general area.
Now, for the fact that you all know that it is causing threat instead of securing them, did you feel it in any way that it is necessary for you to eradicate them and replacement with some other soldiers better?
I wouldn't want to repeat the word eradicate them, but this is a decision that lies with the authorities of head of states and government of the ECOWAS. Thank you.
Do you have any plan to suggest to the head of state of this country to reallocate them?
Well, as we are speaking, ECOMIC is also making some consultations currently, and my ministry is also having some discussions with the ECOMIC forces, and this is as far as I can explain. I do not advise the president whether they can be changed or redeployed to other parts of the country. I do not hold that discussions with the president. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Jarol.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, I don't know if you are aware, one time in 2017 or 18, when the economic commander came out to say that the soldiers deployed in Fonyi, the Senegalese, are not part of the economic force. When Haruna Jatta was shut down, he said they are not part of the economic force.
Thank you. I do not have such reports, but what I can tell you is that the economic forces deployed are part and parcel of the economic forces under the mandate of ECOWAS.
Honourable Member for Lower Salum.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Thank you, Honourable Minister. Honourable Minister, could you not put a dialogue between your ministry and the commanding for ECOWAS with the community and like to educate them what is the reason why they are there? Because the issues are coming up always and always. You as a minister, take a lead. You make a community dialogue.
Honourable, just put a question, please.
If you are suggesting that we hold a dialogue, my ministry and ECOWAS, that is a good idea, but also this is a regional decision taken by heads of states and government of ECOWAS under the purview of ECOMIC, with the deployment of ECOMIC forces in the country. I suggest that discussion also can be further taken up at the level of ECOWAS. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Woolly East.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, the Minister, well, the question that is raised really is relating to Senegalese security forces causing threat to the people. Would the Minister of Defense be willing, like you've promised before, to really look into this issue with a view to coming up with a solution? Will you be willing to do that investigation, that inquiry?
Of course, I'll be willing to do so. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Bakau.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, you've indicated that the decision made by the ECOWAS presence in the region came from a regional agreement. As the Minister responsible of Defense, since the native of the area are not happy about the presence of the ECOWAS, could you make a suggestion to the regional body that the natives are not happy with the presence of ECOMOC? Let them have a solution for it. What's your take on that?
Honourable Member, I think the question was asked.
I cannot say for certain that the natives are unhappy with the deployment. That is your opinion. Thank you.
I can answer that the natives are not happy.
Honourable Member, please. Honourable Member for Same.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, what do you think is the main cause of the contention between the communities and the securities?
I may not give you a befitting answer at the moment. Some time ago, I embarked on a tour, and then at some point, I had another official engagement. I am planning to continue the second leg of my tour, and that will take me to the southern part of the country, and then I'll be able to directly meet with the communities, and we will have at least a good chat over the issues. Then I will take lessons from there. But currently, I could not give you a befitting answer as to what is definitely the cause of this matter. Thank you.
Question number 0223 of 2022, Honourable Member for Fonyi Kansala.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister of Defence inform this August Assembly the status of force agreement so far and the status of mission agreement SOMA between the Gambia government and the ECOMIC Senegalese station in Fonyi?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. As far as I know, there is no status of mission agreement between, let me take this again. As far as I know, there is a status of mission agreement between ECOWAS and the Gambia government, which was signed in 2020. However, I am not aware of any status of force agreement or status of mission agreement between the Gambia government and the ECOMIC Senegalese soldiers stationed in Fonyi. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honourable Minister, are you aware that the ECOMIC Senegalese in Fonyi, as per the status of mission agreement, do detain people and also hold them refuge in terms of the animals within the villages?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. On this subject matter, I had also a discussion with the Honourable Member for Fonyi Kansala, and I was expecting to get a report from his office, but as we are speaking, I am yet to receive the report. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. As we speak, we've did a petition to the government, to the President, and a copy is in your office as for today. Thank you very much.
Honourable Member for Lower Salum.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The same issue again. Honourable Minister, yes, this is there's an agreement between the Gambia government and the ECOMOC. But this is the internal issues that should not be overseen by the ECOMOC. Take your board decision. Make decision making with internal.
Honourable Member,
please.
We are not on a debate.
Let me ask Cochran. Let me ask. So you overrule me, huh? Thank you.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you so very much. Could the Honourable Minister provide us with the status of the agreement?
Okay, I will try to provide you with the status of mission agreement upon consultation with the relevant authorities. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Sani Mentoring.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, those stationed in Fonyi, I mean the ECOMIC soldiers, are they purely Senegalese or different soldiers? Thank you.
These are part of the Senegalese military component under the ECOMIC forces under the mandate of ECOWAS. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Jarol.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, are you aware that the Senegalese, or the ECOMIC forces as you call them, in Buyam are arresting people with timbers when it's supposed to be our own officers' duties?
Well, I have just had the information raw, but I have not gotten any report on this matter. Thank you.
Question number 0224 of 2022, Honourable Member for Fonyi Kansala.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister of Defence inform this August Assembly in details why the following military officers, Major Keba Jiba, Major Karamba Jammeh, Captain Jibril Jammeh, Major Lamin Mane, Major Aliou Sow, Captain Abdou Badji, Captain Suleiman Jammeh, General Musa Savage, General Modou Sow, Aliou Sow were forcefully retired from the Gambia Armed Forces. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, the concerned officers were discharged from the Gambia Armed Forces pursuant to Section 12C of the Gambia Armed Forces Act 1985, powers of the Commander-in-Chief. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, are you informed, are you aware, on the 27th of February 2020, that a letter from Office of the President, Commander-in-Chief, to investigate why are these officers forcefully or retired? Are you aware? If so, why?
I am not aware of this missive that you are referring to. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. These officers, most of them have served in the Gambia Armed Forces for 20, 40 years. A letter captioned discharge from the Gambia Armed Forces indicated that for security, there are security threats, that's why they are discharged from the Gambia Armed Forces, dated October 2017. What would you say to this? Most of them have never had any charge sheet, while coupists are reinstated from the Gambia Armed Forces.
Honourable Member, we are not on a debate. Please,
not debate. I am trying to connect. What would you say to this? My question is this. What would you say to these two lines where have never been charged for 20, 40 years, when coupists are reinstated in the Gambia Armed Forces? Can you clear these two things? Please, thank you.
Well, I will have to wait until I get the full detailed report regarding the discharge of these concerned officers. But whether coupists were reinstated, I have no answers to that. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you so very much. Honourable Minister, do you have any plan to reinstate them? And you quoted section. What does the section entails?
Currently, the ministry has no plans to reinstate the concerned officers because their discharge from the Gambia Armed Forces rested with powers of the Commander-in-Chief, who has the power to discharge officers from the Gambia Armed Forces.
Honourable Member for Woolly East.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, the question is saying that these following officers were forcefully retired from the Gambian Armed Forces. And the minister does not seem to be fully informed about this. Would you be willing to investigate this, find out exactly what is the reason behind their discharge? And if there is a need to reinstate them or to compensate them, they are either reinstated or they are compensated, if it is not justified.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. In fact, my office has already requested the GAF Command to provide me with a report regarding the status of all these concerned officers. Thank you.
Question number... Sorry, we have from Honourable Member for Sani Mentereng.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, could you request a letter that was served to these people, if any, from the Honourable Member from Fonyi Councillor? At least maybe that could also help you to use that as a reference to investigate this matter. Will that be possible? Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member. I also do request from Honourable Member of Fonyi Councillor to help provide these documents to help our investigation. Thank you.
Thank you. Fully be guided. You will be fully be.
Question number 0225 of 2022, Honourable Member for Fonyi Councillor.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, could the Minister of Defence inform this August Assembly if there are any agreement signed between the Gambia government and the Senegalese warranting the frequent deployment of Senegalese forces in Fonyi?
Honourable Speaker, the response to the question raised by the Honourable Member for Fonyi Councillor is that the Senegalese troops deployed in Fonyi are part and parcel of the economic mission in the Gambia. We are not aware of Senegalese troops present in the Gambia other than the ones deployed under the auspices of economic. However, there is an agreement on defense and security cooperation between the government of the Republic of the Gambia and the government of the Republic of Senegal. There is also a protocol on operational arrangements for the implementation of the right to cross-border hot pursuit, joint or combined patrols between the two countries. Thank you.
Honourable Minister, can you avail us that agreement between the government of the Gambia and that of Senegal and the hot pursuit agreement? Can you avail us?
I will do so upon consultation, and I will get back to you, Honourable Member.
Honourable Minister, what would you say to this? Economic Senegalese in Fonyi do have their own terms of changing who comes when and who goes when, without publicly being announced that the economic are making changes in contingent. Evidence are there in Fonyi. Every 4 months, Mandinaba Fonyi is jam-packed with soldiers going and others.
Honourable, just pose your question. Nobody is asking you for justification.
Yes, so what I'm saying is, what would you say to this where they do make their own changes as contingents every 4 months from Fonyi to Senegal and from Senegal to Fonyi? Evidence is there. Every 4 months, they do make those changes. Can you help us, enlighten us in that?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I do not have the specific as to when the economic Senegalese forces do conduct their rotation in country, but as to the frequent rotation of personnel belonging to the Senegalese military component, we will have to also consult with the economic force commander on the ground. What I know is that there is always a rotational basis of military components for economic forces deployed in this country. But as to how frequent they do their rotation, we'll have to find that out and provide answers. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, we want to know whether it is part of the mandate of the Senegalese soldiers to function as community police or to function as military officers. And now, the difference between economic Senegalese and economic, these are confusing things. We have economic Senegalese all the time, so there is a difference in it. I want an explanation of that.
While the composition of the economic forces in the country comprises military component from Senegal, Nigeria, Ghana, as well as also in some mission they have police component and civilian components working also with the economic deployment. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Jarol.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, with due respect, it is on record, on TV, when the Aruna Jatta was shut down, when the economic commander came out to say that the Senegalese posted in Fonyi are not part of the economic force. So now, who is not saying here the truth? Is it government or the economic commander?
Well, we will not come here and tell you what is not right. What we know is that the economic forces deployed in this country are part and parcel of the whole economic deployment under the mandate of ECOWAS. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Joshua.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, as the Ministry for Defence or the Minister for Defence, with regards to these economic issues, I think we have different countries that comes in the Gambia under the same unit as economic. Why can't you suggest to the head, if possible, to swap them and then see whether this today, this month here, following this month, to please calm down the situation?
Thank you, Honourable Member, for that suggestion. We'll come back to you on that. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Woodley East.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, the Minister mentioned hot pursuit agreement between the Gambia and Senegal, which allows the Senegalese troops to be deployed or to come to the Gambia and go back. Honourable Minister, would you be willing to bring the hot pursuit agreement for ratification? Because it is unconstitutional to have an agreement being implemented without being ratified. An international agreement. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The hot pursuit is a protocol, whereas the agreement is on defense and security. We will do the consultation, and then if it is to be brought before the Parliament, we will do so accordingly. Thank you.
Honourable Members, question number 0226 of 2022. Honourable Member for Fonyi Jarol.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, could the Honourable Minister for Defence brief this August Assembly on the security benefits of these economic forces or Senegalese troops being deployed in the Gambia, particularly in Fonyi?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The Senegalese troops deployed in the general area of Fonyi are part of the economic forces deployed in the country under the mandate of economic. I do not know if there is any other security benefits, as the Honourable Member has already alluded to. Thank you.
Thank you again, Honourable Minister. Are you aware of the insecurity that the Senegalese forces or the economic forces in Fonyi are causing to the people of Fonyi?
Can you take that again, Honourable Member?
I mean, are you aware of the insecurity that the troops posted in Fonyi are causing to the people of Fonyi?
Thank you, Honourable Member. The mandate of ECOMIC is to provide security to the people of the area and also to maintain security in the general area. The issue of causing insecurity is not part of their mandate. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Kansala.
Thank you. Honourable Minister, I'm just putting it to you that the economic Senegalese troops in Fonyi serves as forestry officers, they serve as routine police officers, and they can also go to villages and threaten the people within those satellite areas where your command in Kanilai had a bitter confrontation Are you aware of this? If so, what plans do you have to avert a dangerous clash within the Gambia Armed Forces and that of Senegalese that will soon to come?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. What the Honourable Member has just mentioned is of concern, security concern. However, I do not receive such reports from GAF Command, but I will also endeavor to request that report from GAF to be able to brief the ministry as to the situation, the security situation on the ground. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you so very much, Honourable Speaker, for constantly granting me. Honourable Minister, for the fact that you are informed about the insecurity, the threats that the Senegalese soldiers are causing to our people, do you have any noble intention of removing them or advising the President to remove them?
Thank you, Honourable Member. Honourable Speaker, I have no such powers to remove the Senegalese troops stationed in the country. However,
Honourable Member for Woolly East.
He didn't complete, Mr. Honourable Speaker.
Pardon?
The minister was continuing answer. He didn't complete it. Yes. So give him time to clear this. Thank you.
No. Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I was saying that those are not within my powers as minister to remove the economic Senegalese deployment in the country. For the second part of the question, to advise or to suggest to the President, of course, we can do that. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Woolly East.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, the questions and the answers that are emanating from this shows that there is something that is of a serious security concern in that area. Would the minister be willing to investigate this thoroughly so that you will be able to come with a mechanism to create a security corridor in that area to protect our people?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Member, I want to say that this is exactly what we are doing at the moment. And then I'll be happy to report once we conclude our findings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister of Defence, for ably answering questions posed by honourable members. We thank you with your technical backup. Clerk, can we continue? Can we proceed, please?
Questions for oral answer by the Honourable Minister for the Interior.
Thank you. Questions for which due notices were given to the Honourable Minister for Interior by honourable members for oral reply. Honourable Minister is there. We begin with question number 001 of 2022. All right, we proceed. Question number 0129 of 2022 by the Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang Karanai.
Thank you so very much, Honourable Speaker. Could the Honourable Minister for Interior inform this August Assembly when will his ministry provide mobility for Sibano Police Station, considering the workload of police there in response to emergency situation?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The issue of logistics regarding motor vehicles is a major challenge for the Gambia Police Force in performing their daily duties, especially when responding to emergency situations. The lack of motor vehicles is not only limited to Sibano Police Station, but includes many other police stations across the country. However, the Police Command has a long-term plan to procure motor vehicles for major police stations within the country for better service delivery. Nonetheless, the lack of funds remains a major challenge for this plan to be executed at the shortest possible time.
Honourable Minister, for the fact that this year's allocation, we were allocated almost $24 million for vehicles. From Bullock up to Kalaji, there is no police vehicle. And that area is a conflict zone in the borderline. When refers to time, when will we be able to have that, considering the allocation?
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. If we have access to funds, certainly Sibano is a concern because it's lying in that area. If it comes to our possession, we will be able to do something about that. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We are counting on you wholeheartedly for this 2023.
Member, you are not on debate. You are on asking some questions, please.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I rest my case.
Honourable Member for Sandu.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I want to ask the Honourable Minister whether this mobility problem has been factored in the 2023 budget. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. I know we came here to try to defend our needs for the budget. There were constraints when it came to vehicles. I'm not sure that we have been allocated anything for vehicles, but if there are, we will take care of vehicle needs. Thank you very much.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Kansala.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Are you aware that within the belt from the Fonyis down to Sibano, people who are to detain or be sent to Brikama, the police officers will dip into their pockets, use commercial vehicles to transport them to Brikama, as we are just talking about this issue of transportation. What immediate plans do you have to factor this crisis that is going within the Fonyi end?
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. In response to that question, we have mentioned that we are resource constrained. While this is the case, really, there is nothing much I can do except to bend over backwards to the members of this assembly to try and facilitate the access to funds so that we can buy these much needed vehicles for operations. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Sani Mentereng.
Thank you. Honourable Minister, how do you plan or intend to do the distribution for the said vehicles, if there is any budget, financial budget allocated? How do you plan to do distribution of these vehicles when you buy them, or if they are bought? Do you plan to do it regionally, or will there be any selection criteria to provide these police officers or stations with vehicles? Thank you.
Thank you very much for that question. Honourable Minister, where we are able to access vehicles, in fact, preferably we would like to have vehicles covering all areas of the country so that at least our police officers can move. But where we are constrained, we really struggle So if we have funds, we look at areas mostly in need. And we are also depending on assistance. I think a philanthropist has offered to give us 2 vehicles, specifying where he wanted them to be. We have been getting that as well. As we speak, I've not got them yet. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Woolly East.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, the issue of mobility for the police is a big concern for the National Assembly. And we have, in fact, struggled very hard to add 24 million to your budget so that you'll be able to provide some vehicles to the police. So would you be willing to make a feasibility study as to the most urgent places in the country to ensure that they have the vehicle for their work? Well, I'm just saying about it.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. It's a very good suggestion. The allocation, if we are able to access it, as you may be aware, there could be budgets appropriately. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Same.
Thank you. My concern has been addressed.
Question number 0130 of 2022 by the Honourable Member for Combo East.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, I just must have to get my question as my colleague has just asked. It has been a concern, Honourable Speaker. Could the Honourable Minister for Interior update this August Assembly on the availability of patrol and station vehicles at key security points within the Combo East constituency?
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Combo East constituency is within the West Coast region. As a matter of fact, patrol vehicles are available at West Coast region. Thus, routine patrols are normally conducted within Combo East constituency. Furthermore, the anti-crime unit, which is also in West Coast region, have patrol vehicles which are used for the same purpose within the same constituency.
Honourable Speaker, is the Honourable Minister aware that the Mandinaba police station is one of the busiest police stations along the South Bank Road? And for them, they did not even have a vehicle to conduct their arrests and other services that they may do, which has hindered their work and has raised the crime rates in that area.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Valid concern. We note that concern, and where we are able to avail them of vehicle, we will make sure they have it. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Honourable Member for... No? Huh? Yeah? Honourable, you still left with one. You finished? Okay, thank you. Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you so very much. Honourable Minister, I think the problem is with the allocation. So Mandinaba, under normal circumstance, because it's close to the border, should also have a vehicle at least.
Honourable Member, I think that's the same question posed by the Honourable Member. When people are posing questions, if you are not listening, you will go on repeating it. The same question posed by the questioner himself. Honourable Member for Lower Salum. Member for Fonyi Jarol.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, are you aware that most criminals escape or they are not arrested because of police can't arrive to the crime scene on time because of lack of mobility?
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. We have admitted that we have logistical problems. Sometimes, because of those concerns, we are unable to perform to the maximum. Thank you.
Question number 0131 of 2022, Honourable Member for Lower Badibu.
Yes, Honourable Speaker.
Pardon?
Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister for Interior, Member for Nyani.
No, you make your pronouncement so that we know.
I did earlier.
And what was the response?
I was waiting for your response.
And then you were going ahead. The member for Lower Body. Okay. Yes, Honourable Member for Nyani.
Thank you. Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister for Interior explain to this August Assembly what plans does his ministry has in place to curb the crime rate in this country?
What is the problem?
Thank you very much. I missed the page. Honourable Speaker, despite all the numerous challenges in the fight against crime, the police have intensified vigorous patrols in all regions across the country to reduce the crime rate to an acceptable level. In addition, the police command have also begun establishing PIU bases in certain strategic areas across the country, all geared towards curbing crimes in the country. Furthermore, Honourable Speaker, the Ministry has ensured that the police engage the youth through community policing, community sensitization in ensuring crime prevention. This entails community engagement policing strategy, targeting schools and communities, as the security alone cannot fight crime, but need the support of the communities. At regional level, the security has been engaging the community on the practice of community policing in a bid to curb the crime rate in this country. Finally, my ministry is doing its utmost best to avail enough mobility for patrols, capacity building in specialized police areas such as forensics, crime scene investigation, cybercrime, etc., to law enforcement agencies through government and donor agencies. Thank you.
Thank you. It's perfectly answered.
Question number 0132 of 2022 by the Honourable Member for Serekunda.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, would the Honourable Minister for Interior confirm to this August Assembly what stopped the police officers from continuing to remove unmotorable vehicles in the streets of Greater Banjul area?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Thank you for that question. The removal of unmotorable vehicles in the streets of Greater Banjul area has stopped recently as a result of a lack of a towing vehicle by the Gambia Police Force. You may wish to know that the one that the police were using is privately owned and has currently developed serious mechanical defects that rendered it unusable.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister. We were informed that there is no parking space at the PIU headquarters in Kanifing. That's why that operation stopped.
That is not my information. Thank you.
Member for Same.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, this unmotorable vehicle is not only common in Greater Banjul areas. If you look at other areas, it is very common and it causes a lot of accidents. What measures is your ministry doing to avert such situations?
Thank you very much. Accidents and all those things that cause harm to our citizens are of concern to us. Where we are able to procure towing vehicles so that we can remove those vehicles, we will do that. But like I said in the beginning, resource constraints lead to such issues. So we are working hard to see where we are able to secure this. Like we had the previous one we were working with, if we are able to secure the same, we will use them so that we can remove these vehicles. Thank you.
Honourable Member for BANJUL Central.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, if you can make us understand that the entire country, we only have a single towing machine, and it's not even state-owned, but privately owned. So I think we need explanation as pertaining to that, because an entire country without a towing vehicle.
Thank you. That is a statement of fact. We don't own one. We were using one that belonged to somebody, and he was assisting the police with it. That's what we have.
Honourable members, I think the Honourable Minister is very clear. You did your appropriation, and you will be doing your appropriation again. If there are serious concerns in sectors like this, why don't you make specific allocations for this type of things in your budgetary allocations, so that tomorrow you can point fingers wherever the weakness or limitations are. Honourable Member for Woolly East.
Honourable Speaker, this is a very serious issue because it's only one towing vehicle and it is also unmotorable. So, but my concern is if we had a towing vehicle and they seize these unmotorable vehicles and take them, wouldn't there not be a spot fine so that we'll be able to raise some funds through that to be able to maintain these vehicles?
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. As we speak, the police have got a regime where they can issue spot fines on vehicle owners and so forth for the offenses they commit. We are all aware of that. But just finding them doesn't remove the vehicles. It doesn't. We just have to be able to move the vehicles.
Honourable, who is talking? Huh? Honourable Minister, can you continue?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I am done with that.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you so very much. Honourable Minister, with your plans, do you have any plan for us to have one towing vehicle at least, whether in the budget, the 2023 budget, or outside the budget elsewhere?
I am really hopeful that if you look at the budget, we might be able to have something, but towing vehicles are special. You just don't buy any vehicle because you want a towing vehicle that can tow heavy vehicles and small vehicles. So it depends on what we have. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Jeswang.
Use this one.
Use this one. My mic is off.
Use this one.
What's wrong?
The mic. Whatever use the other mic. Honourable Speaker, Honourable Minister, I heard you talking about constraint, and I think mostly is finance and then possibly the towing vehicle. Honourable Minister, most of these vehicles are owned by individuals that are within the range of those vehicles. Why can't you put a heavy fine, an announcement for these people to be removed with immediate effect, or they'll be liable to something?
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. The institution of penalties and fines have to be dependent on the law that exists. And there's a limit to what you can charge people. I'm sure you're aware of that. Thank you.
Question number 0133 of 2022, Honourable Member for Combo South.
Thank you. I'm still authorized by him. Honourable Member for Combo South.
Sami.
Yeah, I'm authorized by Honourable Member for Combo South.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Honourable Speaker, one Mr. Buba Drame from Brandon allegedly killed Mr. Buba Jamme of Kombo Kunjur at his orchard on the 16th March 2019, but subsequently escaped from Mile 2 Central Prison in December 2020. Could the Honourable Minister for Interior inform this August Assembly of the outcome of the investigation regarding his escape?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. A panel of investigation was established to investigate the circumstances surrounding the escape of Boubacar Drame from the maximum security wing of Mile 2 Central Prison. The investigation found out that on the 27th of December 2020, the accused Boubacar Drame escaped from lawful custody and he could not be seen again. The panel revealed that escape of the accused Boubacar Drame was a result of gross negligence of a principal officer, otherwise called PO, of the prison's Amadou Tamba. A panel was prepared and sent to panel report was prepared and sent to Attorney General's chambers for legal advice. A response was later received with recommendations that further investigations be done to enable the arrest of the accused person and 2 other people who allegedly visited him at Mile 2 on the day he escaped. It is also recommended that the PO Tamba be charged for his actions that led to the escape of Boubacar Drame. Efforts to arrest the 2 unnamed visitors at Mile 2 on the day of the escape continued to be a police challenge due to the absence of helpful leads. Also, P.O. Tamba, who was put on administrative leave as investigations were going on, has gone absent without leave and is nowhere to be seen for him to be charged accordingly. The security will continue to look out for them, and we are hopeful they will one day face the full force of the law for their actions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister provide this Assembly a report of the investigation?
Thank you very much for that question. We have a report and we'll be able to avail you of that report.
Question number 0134 of 2022, Honourable Nominated Member Keba Lamfofana.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I'm a member for Serakunda. I am authorized to read the question.
Pardon?
I am authorized by the nominated member to read. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister for Interior inform this August Assembly of the rationale behind his ministry's plan to ban tuk-tuk drivers?
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. The issue of tricycles as a means of commercial transportation needs to be looked at carefully. Although the practice was introduced to support the high demand on transportation, but other relevant legal issues were not properly defined. This, coupled with other issues such as congestion on our highways, will increase road traffic accidents. Also, as a result of the unregulated ways they operate, ranging from number of passengers they carry, the nuisance created in the traffic, as well as their role in facilitating escape by criminals from scenes of crime. It was also observed that majority of tuk-tuk operators or drivers are foreigners, and in our laws, this group should not operate commercial vehicles.
Thank you. But would it have been wiser to do your studies before allowing them to operate? Now that they are operating, meaning that they have been legitimized, and all of a sudden you just want to stop them from operating. Would it have been more wiser to do a study before accepting them to operate and paying taxes? Thank you.
That's a valid observation. It was observed that they were already issued license to operate and they were suddenly stopped. But then they were given chance to operate until the end of this month, December. And a review is being done to see whether this can be done. Like I said, we need to look at it properly, which we are doing. But obviously, if they are not operating under the law, we have to really stop them. But we are looking at it.
Honourable Member for Kansala, Fonyi Kansala.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. We are aware of complaints that a date has been sent to these two drivers for the, I can even say, a halt or a stop of their driving. Do you have plans to have a befitting meeting, inviting all of them to hear and find a solution to better those services if there are lapses? Thank you.
We will not be able to meet all of them, considering their number, but we've been met by some of the ones operating them or trying to deal with the operators. And they've made some suggestions. We are listening to them and we are also discussing among ourselves.
Honourable Member for Sani Mentereng.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, as you said, most of these tuk-tuk drivers were issued, also were foreigners, and who were actually issued licenses. So by stopping them from using or from driving these tuk-tuk vehicles outside, what will you now do with the licenses that they were issued? Thank you.
Thank you very much. We observe that most of the operators are foreigners. They are not authorized to operate commercial vehicles. And during the exercise, because they were issued a license which is authorizing them to operate until the end of the year, we stopped the operation at the end of the year and then review it. That's what we did.
Honourable Member for Jeswang.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, yes, you want to regularize them as a team. As you suggest that most of them are foreigners, but it's also important to note that there are many young Gambians who are also involved in this trade. Can you look at it properly and give these young Gambians a chance to operate, because this is also where they are living?
Yes, we understand that so many youths are involved in this too. We also understand that initially there were some people who came, returnees from abroad, they were allowed to operate this. But if we are not careful about how we allow them to operate, we are going to run foul of even our own legally authorized taxis. You understand it, tuk-tuk carrying up to 6 passengers, in very rough manner, driving around town, cutting across this. So it is a concern. Remember also that there was some time we were talking about the increased number of accidents happening around town. So we did not just get up and crudely stop them. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Banjul Central.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, my question would be, is the ban temporal, or are there possibilities of making it a permanent ban? Thank you.
Initially, the ban was permanent, But on review, we realized that we've taken money from them to operate for a whole year. That ends end of December. We've extended the time. That's why there was a time, there was a complete halt to them and they were allowed to operate. And unless we review the decision, it might mean a total ban. But we have not come to finally decide that.
Honourable Member for Woolly East.
Honourable Speaker, my question is partially answered, but with emphasis, I want to say that since the ban is not permanent now, would you be willing, very willing, to really, study this so that it is regularized, but then the youths are given a chance to have employment, as well as the government is also giving opportunity to raise some money through the licenses that they are going to be paying, because we are trying to create a resilient economy at this stage. That is the objective of this budget.
Thank you very much for that suggestion. We would be willing to even involve when there's any discussion to engage members of parliament to join in this discussion for the way forward. Thank you.
Question number 0135 of 2022 by the Honourable Member for Lower Salum.
Efforts in fighting criminals, especially armed robbery in the country. Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. It is the Ministry's wish to run a police force that is highly equipped with modern equipment in the fight against crime, especially robberies. However, as mentioned earlier, the Ministry is constrained financially in purchasing most of these modern equipments. Notwithstanding, the Ministry will always consider providing adequate modern equipment for the Gambia Police Force to help in the fight against crime. As I speak, the Ministry of Interior has received more than 5 proposals from technology companies who have the capacity to provide CCTV installation along major highways and crime-prone zones across the country to help monitor crime and traffic offences from a distance.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. If you are...
Honourable Member, can you raise your voice?
Yes.
Hansard people want to get your information.
I think it's the mic. Honourable Minister, are you aware that National Assembly, we are not there to create a budget line? You as a minister, why can't you create a budget line for internal securities to be allocated monies? Because it's a concern of our parliamentary and citizens alike.
Thank you. I'm aware that as a ministry, we raise our budgetary concerns at the level of the ministry, and we discuss this with the Ministry of Finance. And also, we came here to discuss about our needs. I'm sorry, we didn't get all we wanted. I left home very disappointed that I didn't get all I wanted. We got some assistance. I think I should say that the Spanish gave us equipment, scientific support equipment. But when we received them, the operating license expired. Then we got from ECOWAS, they gave us a very good one, which we have installed. And those are very helpful to us. The German support team are also giving us a lot of assistance. They have told us that they hope that their project will extend for another 2 years. They have been given a lot of support. Yes, we make our request, but we cannot force this through. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Honourable Minister, you are aware that the IG, the Office of the IG, recruit young Gambian, both women and boys, to recruit them in police office, forces. And now they are released to various locations. These armed robbers, sorry to say, criminals, they are attacking these police officers because they are handicapped with no equipment. Are you there to save those young ones that are recruited serving Gambian police forces?
Thank you very much for the question. We would appeal that consideration is given
enough budgetary allocation is given so that we can equip our police officers to be able to withstand those challenges. Unless that is done, we are really constrained. Thank you.
Honorable members, ministers from time to time will throw the ball into our own court. You are concerned about the security of recently recruited police officers who are not equipped. They are equally concerned. How do we solve it? Funding. Where are the funds coming from? So, this is why, as we are doing your budget, we are talking about program budgeting and prioritizing of issues. This is where these things come in. But let's be honest, we are repeating and repeating and repeating the same thing, knowing fully well that it cannot be done in the absence of money. You cannot get equipment without money. That is the bottom line. Do you have any question? We now move. Yes. Huh? Question number 0136 of 2022 by the Honourable Member for Fonyi Jarol.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, could the Honourable Minister for Interior brief this August Assembly on how Gambia security personnel posted in the Fony's regions and beyond would be able to serve this country well when they are poorly equipped and then demotivated? The same, but this is coming from Fonyi.
Thank you very much. I don't think the officers are demotivated. Recently, we presided over promotion of a lot of the officers from various ranks. That's motivation. And also, on the beats and so forth, wherever they are with their officers. We try to be with them and feel it as they serve. Honourable Speaker, as I mentioned earlier, it is the Ministry's wish to have a police force that is highly equipped and motivated with required resources needed to run a modern-day police service. This challenge is not only limited to officers posted in the Fonyi region, but the entire country, especially those posted in the provinces. Therefore, all officers, irrespective of their region of posting, will be accorded the same equipment based on availability and need.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. I know motivation or promotion goes with responsibilities. And when I say they are demotivated, means they are poorly equipped, poor allowances, poorly paid. And then what do we do as a team to improve those things?
Sorry, I didn't put on. Thank you very much. I repeat, we would like to have a police force well-resourced so that we can use those resources to try to fund like their mobility issues, residents, and so forth. We will try to do that when we have. With the little that we have, we try to equitably share that among the areas. Thank you.
Yes, I mean here again, the allowances given to them, if you look at their house rent, traveling allowance, and other things, it's just outdated. So that's what I mean here, they are demotivated. This is why crime is in the increase, because you cannot have an effective workforce when they are demotivated. So what are your ministry doing to make sure this king?
Thank you very much. Allowances come from a budget that is allocated. If there is no huge budget allocated for the allowances, we will only go with what is available and we give it to the men. Like I said, the command and the ministry is very much engaged with all the sectors, not only the police, every other sector within the ministry is equally looked at And the IG has been on a tour around the country to address the men and also move into society to talk to the society, the civil society and the elders there to know their concerns. I will also be going on tour to talk to the men, try to see what their concerns are. I have been around recently to visit Bajakunda fire station, which was installed, and aside from the issuance of what comes from government, we were able to get assistance to give them a second borehole in that area. And another one is upcoming, which I was talking to the Honourable Member for Uli, is to see where it can be allocated. We want to assist our people. We live with them. We work with them. I was a police officer too. Thank you very much.
Honourable Member for Fonyi Kansala.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. In clearing the demotivation factors within the Fonyis and beyond, that is down to Basse, we've seen various heads and officers within services. Rental is a problem for them, and their conditions of stay within those areas, they have to go and rent. To this effect, how prepared are you to change those narratives, most of the provincial Gambia of officers?
Thank you very much. Again, if I have the wherewithal to give the necessary logistical support, their residencies and all, I'll be more than willing to supply that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister for Interior, for ably answering questions posed by honourable members. We want to thank you with your technical backup. And honourable members, who? I have told you, honourable member for Basse, when you want to speak, put your tag up, it will be noted down. But you wait until when I move to the next stage, you want to take me back? Honourable members, I want to thank all of you for your participation and time, and Honourable Clerk, table office and staff. On that note, I now put this question: be resolved that this August Assembly do stand adjourned until Monday, 12th December 2022 at 10 a.m. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. This Assembly now stands adjourned until Monday, 12th December 2022 at 10 a.m. prompt.